Okay, I started it. Yay! Hello, YouTube. We are here. We are gonna be doing some chainmail today. We're not gonna be doing too much just because we're doing the things a little bit later, switching things around because I usually play a game after I work on chainmail. But we did the game first. So, yeah. Gonna do that. I'm gonna make a video really quick too, because I do that once a week, for the short form content. I'm gonna do that too while we wait. Hi, YouTube as well. Yeah, and then Twitch. If you are ever stuck in ads, um, you can come over to the YouTube. You can come over to the YouTube. YouTube. Hello. It started recording when I didn't want it to. Okay. So we'll wait for things to charge for a couple minutes, but how are you guys doing? I lost my place for a sec. All right, cool. Let's see how that. Yeah, but 4%. So hopefully it'll stay on. Welcome back from ads, friends. If you stuck around for ads, thank you. And if you didn't have any, also thank you. Um, and if you, I will say this also one more time for those who are on Twitch. I just shared the YouTube link. If you want to hop there during ads, I'm totally okay with that. Takes a bit to turn this thing on. It's an old cell phone. And feel free to yell at me and tell me to fix my posture. Something that I need to keep working on. You also like the goose hair everywhere. This album just released. I'm very happy. They're really cool. Oh, this album just restarted. Okay. This is a good song, but I'm gonna add that to my Wander in the Woods playlist. If you guys want to listen to the same playlists that I have or listen along, YouTube, you're not gonna be able to hear anything, but I am typically listening to this playlist here. So you can feel free to pop it on, listen to it while I make chainmail. And I don't know if I have a Nightbot command yet, but if anybody wants it in Twitch, there you go. Hot day today. A little annoyed that yeah. What's going on? Dude. Why is it bunching up? Okay, you guys can hear me okay, right? Yes. Perfect. because I trying to work on. I've noticed that like I think I figured out what caused the injury to my back, but I'm trying to be a little bit more cautious. Um, so I'm trying not to like turn as much while I'm working or like not. I need to fully turn if I'm going to talk to the camera or look at chat instead of just look over. Things are moving in my body again, so it's not as crucial or critical. It was pretty bad when I couldn't move, so no problem, no problem. What are you watching? Demon Slayer, yeah. Oh, cool. I liked that series. I don't care how normy it is to some people. It is it's a good one to watch. I've gotten into that kind of TV later in life. Like I'm going through Naruto for the very first time right now. So I'm gonna enjoy what I want to enjoy, right? My Hero's pretty good too. Another one of those where I feel like they get judged pretty harshly. If you watch that one went in my hair. Gatekeeping in general is lame. Like I get it whenever I like I kind of get some of that judgment though. Like I get it, but also no. Like I don't know. Don't stop other people from watching what they want to watch, you know? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep, definitely. I'm one of those people that like not every time, but with music, I often like a lot of the artists before they get popular. Um, moo boo, I'm a hipster, whatever. I don't care. Um, it's just how it was. Like I've followed Aurora since Aurora was releasing demos on SoundCloud for free, like right around when Lord was. I followed Lord right around then. As well, when Tennis Court was a free demo, a free download on SoundCloud. Um, and like do just because they got popular again, do I let it stop me from enjoying them still? Heck no. Heck no. I miss the old early SoundCloud days though. It still has some good stuff. Like you can watch some good mixes or listen to some good mixes, but I don't know. It ruined it for me as soon as they introduced ads, which I know was a long time ago, but you know what? I felt that way about Spotify too. I know they gotta make their money, but whatever. Did I mess that up? I haven't touched SoundCloud in so long. I think we have some of our old music still up there. Really? Ooh, I should do some diving. I should do some diving. Hmm. I liked going there for like when some music was when some music earlier on was leaked, it would usually go there for a brief amount of time, and sometimes I'd be able to find leaked songs from people. Like, would I download it? No. And honestly, like when I was a kid, I didn't realize like what that meant whenever demos were leaked or whenever things were leaked. So yes, I did listen. I didn't leak anything myself, but you know, didn't really know what was going on there for the artist there and like what the consequences were. So had I known what that meant for them, like that means that they basically can't release that song in some cases, probably would have been a little bit better about that. So I liked going there. And then some of my artists like I discovered some really cool artists there. Like I said, I discovered Aurora there. I discovered Lord there. Um was that pretty much it? Yeah, but I didn't spend much time on SoundCloud. I spent more time on my actual iPod Nano. Um and I spent a lot of time on Spotify. The early days of Spotify, like with specific artists that I listened to, they're still in my top because I listened to that much, and I haven't listened to them very much years since. So just kind of wild. Yeah. Yeah, same. Like when you're a kid and you don't know any better, it'd be like, oh my gosh, they released new music. Nope. Nope, that's not it at all. And I almost did it again. I've got a flash goal. What does that mean? Achieve this optional goal to win a 24-hour live goals theme. I don't know what any of this means. I'll start it, sure. Let's I don't know what that means, but there you go. Oh, wow. No, there was an artist that kept getting her stuff leaked, and I feel bad about it now because I'm just like, wow, I didn't realize what that meant. Um, I feel like really bad about it. They kept getting their stuff leaked, and they like have at least an album's worth of stuff that got leaked over the course of like 4 years, 5 years. I don't know how all that happens. I don't even know how anybody finds any of that stuff, you know? But what can you do? Not listen when you hear it, or when you see it? Report it? I don't know. I feel like they'd know if there was a leak, though. Yeah, they were kind of. I remember at one point they were like, "I'm fed up. You could just have it." I think there's the like those things are still up, but I don't know. I haven't bothered. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, deathcore doesn't have much money in it. I think music in general, like, it's hard to get any money out of it. I mean, I'm not even a musician and it's taken me this long to start making money, you know? Just like doing admin, doing other things like that. So, like, yeah, some exception, but I mean, like, actually stably versus like an occasional thing here and there, you know? Yeah, I love it. I love it when you're able to sell merch. That's perfect. I talked with I don't know if I told you this, Steven, but I talked with Doyle von Frankenstein, the bassist of Misfit. I don't remember how to like I always got it confused. Yeah, I talked with him and he's like, yeah, I mean, even back then we were glorified CD salesman, but now we don't really traveling CD salesman, but now we don't make any money off of CDs because of streaming. And now it's just t-shirts, but there's nowhere near as much money in that as CDs was. So, kind of a shame. Just sad to see that loss in revenue there. It was already hard enough as it is, I'm sure. Got a new shirt we're gonna drop with the EP, so that's how we. Ooh, nice. That's a good idea. And it's gonna be kind of like an exclusive. It's like that on all levels. That's why the venues are trying to get a piece of that now too. Yep. Yep. Weren't they always though? It wasn't so widespread. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, most venues post-COVID are trying to get by. I don't know about anymore, but at least the first couple years. Like, it was tough. They had some grants and stuff, but oh, I know there's a federal thing that just passed. It's like the post CARES Act for musicians. If you guys anybody knows what I'm talking about with the CARES Act, there's like more funding that's going to be going directly to musicians that are independent and producers. think it's more specifically to producers. So apply for that if you're qualified, of course. And it's a grant. I don't think it's a loan. But I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. Okay, yeah, look into it. I know that I got an article up on Glasse Factory about it, so if you want to. It's more of a it's not necessarily super duper informative but I have cited it like where you can find the stuff. So hopefully it is. It's not like a research article. It should be pretty light read. Hey Mal, welcome in. Oh yeah, no problem. Yeah, we're a lurker friendly channel here, so happy you said hi, but you also can just hang out and not say anything if you don't want to say anything in the chat. Just enjoy your time. Have a moment of peace. Welcome in though. Of course. No, just for casual wear. Casual armor, casual wear. This is gonna be a top. I'll show you. So this is about as far as I am so far. But I want to make it a little bit wider. I don't want it to be a tank top. I want it to lay a little bit like that, right about here. Oh, that might actually be long enough. It's for battle, duh. Yeah. It's a rough world out there. Gotta be incognito, ready for battle. Welcome in. Hi, Kagaya. Kagayanam. What should I call you anything for shorter? For short? Bwig booty boy. Fun name. Welcome in. But yeah, that actually might be, I don't know, it might go a little bit wider, but here. So I'm not working off of any pattern. I'm just going by eye. But I think I need to go a little bit wider because I have an idea. I just don't know exactly what I'm gonna do until I get there. So we'll figure it out. Where is it? There it is. So yeah. It's really satisfying to move around, make smaller. You could call me Koga. Okay. BBB is fine. Cool. Or Booty Boy. Someone with my attention span could never make a chainmail armor by putting individual rings. I get that. Yeah. I consider it kind of a therapy. But yeah. Especially doing this. This is nice. Yeah, of course. Thanks for the lurk. Mm-hmm. Kinda. Hmm. I'm thinking, should I do something more like this? Would you guys prefer? That way it's up a little bit closer. Yeah, for sure. I think it's an interesting angle. It's different than what I've done because I've been doing different angles than this for quite a while. A year. Been doing overhead like that. The other one was better to my taste. Oh, okay. I'm gonna try it for a couple minutes and see how I feel. Could be interesting for like if I wanted to clip this and make it a shorter form video. A different perspective for sure. Overhead gives you a bigger picture though, that's for sure. And that went into the void. Oh, what brings you in here, Mal? What you up to? You're lurking. Please don't worry about it. You're okay. You don't have to respond. Okay, good. Yeah, no worries. I feel like that's a good amount of progress so far. I think I worked on it for about an hour so far. We added only about, let's say, this much. But this side takes so much longer than this side. So, bring it back up. Don't want to make you guys dizzy. Okay. I'm working night shifts, so I do have another rhythm, but I find sorry, gotta tickle my throat. I'm working night shifts, so I do have another rhythm, but I find it funny to get new perspectives on what others do. Yeah, yeah, that does make sense. It makes a lot of sense. Yeah, so I am a photographer by trade. I do chainmail a lot on stream, and then I play a couple of games here and there. But yeah, when I'm not doing photography, when I'm not doing chainmail, when I'm not doing gaming, I haven't done this in a while, but I have been working on my book. So, my novel. I have a novel. I've been working on it. It's been fun. Let me try to get this here. It's a fantasy novel, so things are usually pretty fantasy themed around here. The common thread. Fantasy themed or fantasy inspired. But it's gonna be a YA. I think it's gonna have some twist on the hero's journey. And it has some like classic gothic influences, as well as like I haven't played Bloodborne, but whenever I've told some people that are close to me a little bit more about like what it was, what about my book and everything, um people have told me and compared it to Bloodborne. So I don't know exactly what that means, but take photos at run fairs without standing out. True, true. But would you say I'd stand out at a run fair? Like at all in general? Because I don't think I would. I think I'd blend in pretty well.
That's like math.
Gonna
Yeah.
follow Mao. Sounds good, Mal. Yeah, me too. I think it's gonna be cool. Wow, it takes a lot longer to finish a row now than it used to. Because I added a lot of length here. Inactivity? That mean? I'm not inactive, I'm active. What do you want from me? Say your live will end in 1 minute. That's rude. Thanks to Koga. Hope you have a good sleep, both of you. My TikTok was like, your chat is dead. We're gonna end the live. Like, okay, well, sure. But no. Was I doing this the wrong way? I very well possibly was. No, I was doing that right. Okay.
We drink when the game is over.
Thanks, Jet. Did you have water today? Yes, I did. Thanks for the hydrate. Yeah, how are you doing, Jet? What are you up to? It's been a hot day today. So I'm finally starting to cool down pretty soon, I think. Gonna sleep soon after driving 3 hours earlier. Oh my goodness. Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna be having dinner pretty soon. I wanted to just have it at a good stopping point, but look how much progress I've made. No spots, wow. That's so satisfying to look at. Stops, got it. How long were you driving? Were you driving for 3 hours or were you driving 3 hours earlier? Oh my gosh, look at that. I can wrap it around. Oh wow. That's really cool. Wow, this is gonna be heavy. This is gonna be heavier than my other one. Yeah, I could do this all day. Woo. Let's see who's live. Before I get too distracted. Dust is still live. Maybe we raid Dust because Dust is doing a subathon. And we were just playing Peak with them a little bit ago. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Wow, they've been up for 7 hours. Definitely gonna do that. So I started a new thing, but also TikTok. This is gonna be it for me. Bye, TikTok. So, YouTube, that's gonna be it for me. Bye, YouTube. Bye, YouTube. Hello. Bye. Hello. Bye. All right.